What's up guys, Cublix here. This is the third week of April 2012 episode of TeChSuM, and I'll be doing sort of comparison, sort of versus thing, just speaking, between HTC phones and Android like Samsung, Galaxy phones, and also the iPhones. So let's go. So I actually have a list right here. HTC, if they make a HTC HD2, HTC Titan, HTC Titan 2, HTC goes on and on and on and on. And HTC, I have to say, they do make really good phones. They're not like smartphone companies that says, oh, they're just bad. They're gonna I don't know, they're gonna be lost in next 5 years. No, they're still improving on their smartphone, and their abilities of making the smartphone. It's really cool, and I have to say HTC, they do make really cool smartphones, but they don't use, I think they don't use Android. They actually use the Microsoft's program. I think it's called the Window OS thing, and I think that's really cool. There's two line that has square. One's for maybe Twitter, one for photo, whatever it is, and it's really cool. I have to say it is a really cool thing. It's really cool, and I have to say it's probably sort of the best phone you can get on the Windows phone. It's HTC. They do make really good phones. My friend has an HTC HD2. He also operates a YouTube channel. It's called Kyuin00, KYUIN00. If he listens to it, he probably notices me. So he does have a HTC HD2 phone, and he used it, and he just filmed a video about not unboxing, but just unlocking the video and doing all the things, and not sort of doing the review, but just not talking and just have a song and just do a little overview about the design of the phone and the abilities and the camera, and I think that's about it. iPhone or iOS phones, you can see I did an iPod Touch. That's my Stadia app introduction. I do have an iPod Touch 4th generation. The 4th generation iPod, I'm not sure where it is, but it did went weird because I did the untethered jailbreak because I accidentally upgraded to 4.3.5 at that current time. Now there's 5.1 now. Those 4.3.5 was the best thing ever, and it was sort of the best upgrade for iOS 4, but it's still cool. So anyways, iOS, I never touched, or not touched, but I never used an iPhone 5, or not iPhone 5, but iPhone, but I did use an iPod Touch Pro for about a year, a little over a year. And yes, iOS is really interesting, but one bad thing about it is that you have to jailbreak in order to get all the paid items on the App Store. And App Store does have a lot of apps that you can play and do, but it is still good. On the other hand, Android, also they have a lot of versions like gingerbread, ice cream sandwich. Let's keep coming out, and there's this new one called Jelly Bean now. I'm really sort of excited because Jelly Bean is sort of flexible. Maybe a really cool era will come out for the cool Android, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the phones, like a Galaxy phone. So I'm going to talk about, I did use a Galaxy S2 HDLTE, but I actually changed the phone because that actually our parents use it. Yeah, our parents use it, but yeah, it's not a big deal for me. I'm just still out here hanging out. Okay, so the Android Galaxy, it is a really good phone. It has one touch button with one physical button with two touch buttons on the European or the Asian one, I like to call it, and has it what do you call it, like AT&T the locked version instead of the locked version. It has 4 touch buttons for, I think, search, home, back, and call. And I did see the Galaxy S2 LTE, not HD, but just LTE. I did see it, in like with my naked eye, and it did look okay. I have to say that the design, I have to say that the touch button, the one physical button, the 2 touch buttons, is actually sort of like a better thing for me. I have to say it is really sort of easier to use, and yes. Okay, this was sort of part 1 of it. Part 2 will be coming out next week, so you can check it out next week. Well, you just need to wait about 1 week, okay? And then maybe then I cannot delay this because I did already started, and I will do a part 2, like which one's good, which one's bad, which one's better, which one's worse. That'll be on next week. Today I just sort of did an introduction of the HTC Window OS versus not Galaxy, but Google Android versus the Apple iOS. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.